everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, here we are for another AFL Evolution 2 rebuild. Yes, here we are for another AFL Evolution 2 rebuild, and actually today is the final rebuild. So make sure to go ahead and watch right to the very end of the video, where I'll be going over some information of where to from here. Version 2 of the rebuilds, yes or no. I'll be answering all the burning questions about what's going to be replacing rebuilds if I choose to get rid of them, and etc, etc. So make sure to watch till the end, because I'll be having some important information there about what else could be done on a Sunday and everything like that. But anyway, today's the final rebuild. So it's the Melbourne rebuild. They are the best team in the competition. Thank you to Shannon who helped out with it. We're not going to be wasting any time. They're going to be hopping right into things as we always do. But yep. So make sure that you hang around to the end of the video, so then you will be able to find out what's happening with the rebuilds carrying on from here and everything like that. And I'll also be leaving a pinned comment just going over the situation and everything like that, so you can just go ahead and read that as well. But yeah, anyway, Mr. Flame Rebuilds is back on the job for the rebuilds. Final one, number 18 on the list. So let's make sure that we finish it off with a bit of a bang. And then we'll be going from there, whether we do version 2s or not. So, with the staff, we are going to be, again, doing what we always do. 10 scouts, 10 negotiators, and then we normally have done 2 or 3 marketing depths, so we're going to be putting that on 4. And anyway, let's go ahead, hop right into this simulation, and we win our first game against Western Bulldogs by 13 points. And now, round 1 versus the Dockers at the MCG. Smash them. Have a look at that. Absolutely smashed them. We're going to be putting membership to pricey and then merchandise to affordable. Again, trying to change up how we do things. We've been putting the merchandise on pricey, but this time we're going to be putting the membership on pricey. Now we've got the Giants, which we comfortably take them down. We're currently sitting 3rd with a start of 3-0. The Cats, we have them, and we lose our first game of the year. The Cats were also 3-0, but we lose our first game of the year to the Red Hot Cats. Now we play the Hawks. We get the job done over them as well. Tigers at the MCG, and we take them down as well. So of course you're probably going to be like, Flaming Footy, why are these games so easy? Why are you winning all of them? Well, it's obviously so then we can try and get into the next season and do the trade period. That's the whole point of a rebuild. That's why we do rebuilds. So that's the plan. So beat Carlton as well. Beat Carlton. Got the Crows, the Adelaide Oval. Crows did beat Melbourne at that very ground, very time last. Well, not very time, wasn't the same time, but the very round last year. But they didn't beat them this time. We smashed them in the end. Demons, Lions, Hero, Traeger Park. We get the job done up there, and we win. So that'll be, what would we be now? 10-2, just like the Demons last year. Queen's Birthday Clash and the Pies get the job done. Couple of losses in a row. It is our bye. Could this be like a bit of a Melbourne like this year that we're actually seeing, where we had where Melbourne have had 8 games, and 9 now against after Fremantle, and had won 4, lost 5. So their record hasn't been as great. And well, the game is sensing that. The game is actually telling us the Melbourne of this year back on track against the Hawks in round 19. Now round 19, sorry, this is where the Demons need to get back up and rolling against the very same team, the Gold Coast Suns, and then now the Doggies, and we get the job done over them. Could this actually be how Melbourne are going to finish the year? Maybe. We beat the Eagles in Perth, and now round 22, versing the 3rd place Crows. Now, we can take top spot, but it'd be very tough. Have to win this, and we don't. So that is devastating. Now, the Crows could potentially jump skip us with a poor result here. The round 23 versus the Cats at Kennedy Park. 18-3 of the Cats. We are down into 2nd, so we have to win. And it would be a very tough task to go ahead and do at Kennedy Park. Thought exactly that, and it's going to be the Cats and the Demons again. Oh no, not a Kennedy Park again. May as well have already just thrown out the game there. The Cats, they're unbeatable really at that ground. Demons in power, And well, we lose. So we're out in the semi-finals. Can you believe that? Melbourne cannot go on and make it through, and the Power actually win the grand final. They were 5th, so they had to go through the long way and did a good job of things. Charlie Spargo, our best and fairest. Liam McManam, he always is the rising star. Too overrated, I reckon. Too overrated, I reckon, for sure. That person, he always is the rising star. I don't think I've had anything where he is not the rising star. But anyway, now it is here for the rebuild. This is where the rebuild actually takes place. So I'm going to be having a look at these trade offers. Bedford, Stranautica, no. 37, 55, 31, 67. That's actually not a bad. That's actually not a bad deal. So I will probably. Oh no, that's my 30. They prepared no. Okay, no, to receive my draft pick 31. No, I thought we were getting 37 and getting 31, but no. Petty 67, Josh Honey and 70. That is not a bad deal actually, but no. Hawthorn, Chandler, Jecker. That deal probably should have gone through, but no. 31-67, Himmelberg. Ooh. Now, Himmelberg could be a good key forward at the club. Considering Mitch Brown is leaving, this probably isn't a bad trade to do. And we can easily get picks like 31 and all that back in the door. So that was a good, crafty deal there. Himmelberg is the first one that comes to the club. And 31 goes out the door, unfortunately, but don't worry. If you make sure to hang around for the next 15 minutes, you'll be able to see where all of my magic works. I managed to work a lot of magic into these rebuilds for sure. I know all the tips to the trade. I know how to do everything. 590 for Oliver. Pickett, he'll have to take 120. Rivers, have to take 110. Salem. Wow, he's on... Wait, oh no, we've already run out of money. What? We ran out of money that quick? That is insane. How much money did we even have? Because I was like, I don't think Salem is normally on a $121,000 thing. Let's see if Wiedemann accepts 121,000. Nah, didn't think so. How do we run out of money that quick? Himmelberg's salary must be so much. How much salary is he even on? I didn't even take that into consideration. 228, that's not even that bad. That is weird. But look, we've got 75 trades. We've got the trade ideas. Thank you to Shannon Humphries who helped out with this one. Daughter Fremantle for 2 picks. But we do have West Coast here. Smith the West Coast for 2 picks. This is where the magic works. We could actually just go for 29. See how good Smith is. Let's see. Okay. Deacon Smith, 72 for 29 and 65. Okay, that probably should have been fair, but okay, right. 29 and 83. Or I'll even do 29 and 101. Almost satisfied. What about if I was to give you 85? Surely. 68. No. What? What about just 29? Yep, that'll do. 29. So pretty much, even though we did lose 31, we got a really good pick back in exchange. Rossman to North Melbourne. So North Melbourne lucking in to get one of our players. So Rossman will be going for 2 draft picks. Where is he? What rated is he? Is he even on the list? Yes, he is. 71. We could go for Callum Dawson. 42 and 60 maybe. That might be fair. North Melbourne are almost satisfied. What about 96? Almost satisfied. What about if we just go 60 and 78 and Callum Dawson to the club? That's probably not a bad offer. What about 60 and 96? What about 78 and 96? Thrilled. Yeah, I'll do that. Callum Dawson, pick 2 in the mid-season draft, comes to the club along with 2 other later draft picks. Now Browns, the Western Bulldogs for 2 picks. So now, this is where we can get a little bit crafty and creative. Now, Mitch Brown, I know that he is a better player on this list. Where is he even going to be? Oh, no. Wait, no, he can't be that far up. Where is he? Mitch Brown, 79. He's 31 though. Let's see, pick 5, insulted. 23 is what they're going to have to... I reckon the doggies will do it for 23 and probably 59. Almost satisfied. 23, 77. Thank you very much. 23. It's another good draft pick now to Daughter Frio. So we're going to be working with Fremantle now. Majak Dor. So how old? I think he's probably again around retiring stage. Yep. So again, 26 and 62. 26 and 80. Thank you. Wow, our hand is looking pretty good. 13, 23, 26, 29, 49. So we're lacking one in the 30s or early 40s, late 30s, early 40s. So that's what we've got to do now. So, Laurie to Geelong, and then that's the final thing that we have to do. So, to Geelong, we're going to be sending off Laurie now. Probably again looking for an ideally, is he still on the list? Yes, he is. Again, probably ideally looking for this 35. Probably couldn't have pictured any better pick than that. And 53, that'll do. And now we have $1 million to go back and spend on a few more uncontracted players at our club. And then we can start going from there. So Salem, he's one there that we, again, just really have to ink in. And then Wiedemann, again, another one that we've got to be inking into 20. He accepts 220,000, which leaves us 496,000 to go ahead and spend a free agency on somebody that could be an absolute threat in the team. Which again, Rourke Smith, I think, premiership player for the Western Bulldogs. 150, 160, 170. He's only going to take 171. Which I'll give him that. I'll give him that. He can come to the Demons. Such an easy pickup is Rourke Smith. Such a freebie, if you like. Look at our draft hand now. 13, 23, 26, 29, 35, 49, 53, 68, 77, 78, 80, 85, 96, 103. And I think that we can just go ahead and straight away advance the draft, because this is going to be a longer rebuild regardless, because at the end where I'm going to be going over what's happening. But to list of free agency, we can pick up somebody from there we want. Let's see. Salary. Parks. I don't really think that we need to necessarily spend money on any of these players. None of them really stand out. Davies happens to be the best one in there. Young midfielder can come to the Demons on 120. And he takes it. And that is the best that we're going to be able to do. And now we will go. I mean, we could actually go for like a mega trade deal. Who's got a good pick, like pick number 1? So that would be, who would have it been? Probably like a team like the Suns, North Melbourne maybe. No. The Giants, pick number 9. Hawthorn, pick number 3. We're getting somewhere. Port Adelaide wouldn't have it. Richmond maybe, pick number 7. St Kilda maybe, pick number 2. Sydney, pick number 10. West Coast, pick number 11. So we wouldn't have, I don't think we traded with the team there that would have had it. Maybe Brisbane, 15, Carlton, 16, Collingwood, 12, Essendon, 1. Essendon got pick number 1. So what I'll do is I will give 26, 35, and 13, and 103 for number 1. Let's see. They're insulted. Okay. Right. So, pick number 1 is definitely way too valuable in the game. But anyway, we can still get some absolute steals. So let's see what we've got. Essendon got D. Thane with their pick number 1. Which we ended up trying to get off them. And well, we're still just going to be able to get some really good players in here. Key forward. We have a lot of them. We have key defender. We've got too many of them as well. A general defender here. This is the perfect pick up here, Johnson. That's going to be our first pick now here. So we get 23, 26, 29. 3 picks in the 20s. Now, I still did have my eye on Clark. He's still here. Xavier, I also had my eye on him. And he will still be here too. So we'll be able to just pick up him as well. Now 29, getting repeat picks here. So we do ideally need another ruckman, but they're still in the draft very late. Wilmot, I'm not going to waste my time going for a ruck now because they're still going to be in here late. But a 74, 75 key defender. Oh, we already have way too many of them though. 75, 76 key forward. Who's the highest rated player in here? 76, 77, 76, 77. Alright, here we go. We've got a key forward in Shoal. And a mid forward. A mid forward is actually not a bad idea because that can almost be like a general forward. So we're going to take him. 35, back into the picking action again. And we're going to take... Oh, who do we want to take now? I still do see like a 74 key defender. Yeah, I'm just going to have to take B. Fenton. 49 now. So we're kind of looking at like a general forward if we can try and find one. General forward. I found one here in Themba, K. Themba. K. Themba. Yep, may as well go for that. Nobody else is around. That's looking pretty good for a general forward. General forward Mackay, no. That is a very bad rating. General defender, general forward, here we go. So here's kind of some of our options. We don't really have a lot to work with, but we do have Downey as an option. Oh, we actually have Hibbard. Another general forward, 90 to 99. Let's just go ahead and take him. I think that is the perfect selection. 68 is now what we have. And now this is where Ruckman start to be quite an obvious thing. Wilmer's actually still in here, so that's a pretty good pickup for the Melbourne Demons. Now, again, this is where you'll see Ruckman a lot in here, which actually surprisingly, there's not really a lot of them. Key defender. Again, more Ruckman is probably something that we could look at. Broomhead, midfielder, back-to-back picks. So let's go ahead, maybe just see what options we have. We've got plenty of Ruckman in here. Is there any? A Ruck, Colowick. Yeah, sure. 80, got another pick. Do we have anybody really here? We've got a key defender in Norwood. I saw him right from the very start. Looked like a pretty good pick. So we'll pick him up. 85, we've only got a couple more to go after this. I saw Beer, general defender, may as well pick him up. Melbourne Demons, we've got 2 more picks. So this is our first. We have one more. I don't know about him. Anderson maybe, key defender, 17-year-old. Let's see some younger players in here. Yeah, we'll take Hennis. And for our final pick of the draft, we're going to skip it. Because I don't think that we really need to pick anyone up with 103, because it's not a great pick. And, well, we did a good job. So now our team is going to be absolutely chock-a-block. Full with players. Have a look at that. We've got some really good pickups there. Start from Xavier. Look at all those people that we got in the draft. That's why having a good draft hand can really help you. Then you see there we even got Fenton, who's currently in the team. And then what else have we got? Have we got anybody else? And then Rourke Smith will be playing up against his former side. So here we go. This is season number 2, Mars Stadium, for the pre-season game actually. So that's interesting. But they do tend to play pre-season games at the smaller grounds. The Dockers beat us in round number 1. The Lions at the Gabba, we take them down as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if our trade period was a good or a not so good. The Doggies, we smashed them. Rourke Smith is getting bragging rights over his former team right now. We beat the Suns at Metcon as well. So that'll be for a 4-0 start to the year. Oh no, 3-1. I forgot that we lost the game. And we lost another game as well. Because we lost our first game, that's right, we lost our first game to the Dockers, which actually we played them at the MCT, which that was also the first one, the Cats and Demons. And we get a little bit of revenge on the Cats as well, after beating us twice in a row at Cardinia Park. The Swans beat us, however. Now though, we've got the Saints on a Saturday, or on a prime timer. Sorry, I didn't even look. I'd be streaming on a Saturday night though. Friday night to the Adelaide Oval, and the Crows take us down. In the end, we're 6-4 and in 5th, having a bit of a slump. Although we get back to goodness with a pretty good strong win over West Coast. Play the Bombers, we take them down as well. Round 13, probably our bye. I thought so. How are things looking now? We are 8-4, and we are a fair way down from where we would like to be with Carlton and Collingwood, who are well above. Oh, so Collingwood and the Western Bulldogs, sorry, because Carlton, they're in 14th spot. Hawthorn are currently in bottom, but we smashed the Tigers. So yeah, we're only a game behind the Doggies and the Pies, and we smashed the Power. That should be top spot for us, depending on other results. Yeah, because if the Doggies won, which they did. Melbourne and Collingwood, this does loom to be the biggest game on how this will shape up the top 2, and I do not want to play the game, Evo. No, I want to simulate the game. And we lose to the Pies. They get the bragging rights, and that'll probably end up summing out how the season will end up shaping up. We get a pretty convincing win over the Crows. Now got the Swans at the SCG. Oh, high scoring game. We beat them. And now the Giants. We play them at Monica. Get the job done. Got the Roos. And we lose by 6 points. Thrilling game. Where are North Melbourne? We lost to the 10th place team, round 22. We will be holding our spot in the top 4. But, however, we may not hold our spot in the top 2, however, if we lose both games, which we've already lost one of them, so that's dangerous. And Collingwood, they lost as well, so we will hold our spot in the top 2. Melbourne-Brisbane, actually the final game of the year of this season, 2022 as well, but it's at the Gabba and we get over the lines at the MCG. So we finished second playing the Magpies in a qualifying final, and we beat them, so we are through to a prelim, a home prelim at the MCG. Skip the bye. Thank you very much. Port Adelaide, the team that knocked us out last year, for revenge, we're through to the granny. Thank you very much. Through to the grand final, the Doggies and the Demons. The Doggies finished first, the Demons finished second on the ladder. How's it all going to shape up? And we win! Premiers! The Demons win. We did so good in the trade period, and we win the Premiership Cup. So, we celebrate hard now. We win. We win. We win. We win. Angus Brayshaw's our club best and fairest. Okay, right, now is time to have a little bit of a chat about where to now from here, because we've obviously finished up the rebuild series, and that is all 18 teams done. So congratulations on me for doing that. This was all me. I really tried hard to get all these rebuilds out as quickly as possible. Tried to do them most weeks, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. I think we did a really good job. I only missed out a couple of times. Now thank you to Shannon, who's also helped out with most of the rebuilding series as well. But now it is time to talk about what to from here. So this has been a decision made purely by me. Nobody else has helped make this decision, because this is what I'm doing with my YouTube channel from here when it comes to rebuilds. So the coach careers, don't worry, they're still going to be running on a Sunday, but the rebuilds, however, I'm not going to be doing a version 2 this year. Now we have run out of time. We're nearing really close to the end of the 2022 AFL season, and I just feel like there's no need to do a version 2 of the rebuilds as of yet. Now whether they get introduced again next year is a whole different story. That's something for me to think out next year at the start of the year when I'm working out my schedule for YouTubing next year. Because things will probably end up being different next year. Who knows how things will be playing out next year with my uploads. I'll probably be introducing more new videos to the channel. So what we do next year, I don't know yet. But to finish off this year, there's going to be no more rebuilds on the Sunday. It's just going to be Coach Korea, because we also have match reviews on the Sunday as well. That kind of makes the stage alone. And I think just chucking a third video in the mix is pretty unnecessary sometimes. So no version 2 of the rebuilds this year. Alright, that's my decision, so please don't get angry, because it's my YouTube channel. This is my decision to make. Nobody else has a say in this decision, because it's my channel. So I hope that you understand there's going to be no version 2 of the rebuilds. It's going to be Coach Korea and a match reviews on Sunday. That works better for me, because it takes me a long time to get all these videos going as well. So this just helps take the pressure off me as well, because I do have a life that I like to live as well, and I do spend a lot of my time making these videos. So unfortunately, yes, there will be no version 2 of the rebuilds coming up this year, purely to help me out, just because I just don't really have a lot of time. So I won't be able to make them, because the Coach Cree takes a lot of time. It takes 50 minutes to make the video. It takes then another further 30 to edit it, and then it takes again another further 30 to upload. And I have other stuff that I want to do anyway. So no version 2 of the rebuilds. What we do next year though is probably going to be purely different. I don't know what we're going to do next year, because that's again something for me to think about towards the end of this year when I'm making my schedule for next year. So that will be announced, like when I make my schedule for next year, that will be announced then. And that's not going to be happening anytime soon. It'll be happening before the AFL season starts, then I get my schedule going and we see how we go. But yep, no version 2 of the rebuild. That is a really important thing, okay? please don't come complaining to me. This is my decision that I've made. I really don't want people complaining because that makes things even harder for me. So no version 2 of the rebuilds, alright? No version 2. It was really fun doing this series, however, I really enjoyed doing it, and it is something to perhaps think about again next year. But yeah, so that's going to wrap us up for this video. Full 18 teams. Go check out the rebuild plays to watch more other rebuilds. But there we go, we've completed a full season, and the sense of completion is definitely there. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this series. Whether I do it next year is a whole completely different story, but again, hope that you guys all understand my decision that there's going to be no version 2 of the rebuilds just because of time. There's a few rounds to go of the 2022 AFL Premiership season, then we start going to finals, which there wouldn't even be any rebuilds in finals anyway, so there'll only be a few weeks, which there's just no point of starting up a new series now. So yeah, that's what I've had to say. Okay, that's all that I'm going to be saying. Alright, but yeah, no version 2 of the rebuilds, but there will still be coach careers, don't worry about that. That is the main on a Sunday, and then of course the match reviews as well. Alright, so thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss another video on the channel. I hope that you guys all enjoyed this rebuilding series. Bye everyone, Flaming Footy out.